You've removed the lid from your container. You've obviously found the documentation package. You're watching the video that was in the documentation package. We're going to remove all of the items that are on the top, all the way down to the cardboard protection ring. To lift from the box, we're going to use a short strap, as you see. We're going to attach it by pulling the safety pin, pulling the main pin, putting it back through the strap, and then we'll loop those over a lifting device. We'll lift the cutter extractor straight up. And back away from the box. Okay, you'll want to remove the legs, and you'll want to loosen and remove the bolts that hold the leg top and bottom together, and extend the leg fully and replace the bolt. Do that for each of the 4 legs. You'll want to attach the 4 legs to the machine by sliding the leg up, pulling the T-lock, and aligning this locator bolt with this slot. And let the T snap back in, locking the leg on. You'll want to set the machine down on its legs before doing anything else for safety reasons. Do not disconnect the lift strap during this operation. Set the machine down on its legs, leave the strap hooked up for safety reasons. You'll want to remove the main guide shaft from the container. It will have a bolt on one end. It'll have a locating pin on the other end. You want to remove the bolt. You want to take a look at the guide pin on the other end and make sure that the set screw is tight. And you're ready to install the shaft. You will slide the guide shaft up into the main receiver and insert the bolt and securely tighten it. Okay, you'll want to lift the cutter extractor and shorten the legs by removing the bolts in the legs and sliding the legs up to the bottom hole. You'll want to pull each of the arms out and invert it. They're shipped upside down, so you'll remove the arm and the blade, Turn it over and slide it back in. Remember to select the right cutting diameter for the job you're doing. Make them all the same. There's a hardware package that was shipped with your cutter extractor. You'll take those bolts and reinsert those down through the arm and tighten. They have nylock nuts. Remember to use the washers and the nylock nuts. The washers go on the top and the bottom, and a nylock nut goes on the bottom. Make sure you use both bolts, 2 bolts in each arm, and securely tighten them. The arms are not totally tight. They'll move just a little bit by design. If you choose to put the extended guide shaft on, you'll want to make sure that you have your legs extended fully, or the guide shaft will contact the ground. The serial number for the 6-shooter is always going to be located where you see it, back inside, protected from damage. If you need to refer to that number when calling in to support, you'll find it there. After removing the 6-shooter and assembling it, the items that you see are what's left in the container. The speed plate that you've chosen with your machine, either the California speed plate or the standard speed plate, will be partially disassembled and in the box. We're going to show you how to assemble that. You have the material starter pack, part of that that's still there, and the marking device and some extra teeth, some accessory items, and we'll pull those out and show you how to use each of those. This is the casting lifter that was in your package initially, the items that you took out to remove the 6-shooter. This is used for locking into the frame and setting it back on after the repair. Anytime you move a frame, you need to use this. It's a safe way to lift. It ships with the short tabs that you see here. If you've received a standard speed plate, these will probably be what you'll want on there. That's why they're pre-installed. If you've got a California speed plate, you may need the longer tabs. Those are also shipped in the package. If you find that you need those, you have them. Make sure that you keep them somewhere where you can access them later if you need them. The casting lifter has an attachment point. This would be used for the optional lid lifting magnet if you choose to go that route. The device is great for lifting heavy lids. The magnet attaches to this. You lock it onto the lid, and then 2 men can safely lift the lid. It does not ship with this package, but you can order it through our office. This is the debris containment system that you removed from your package earlier. It will be used around the cutter while you're cutting to contain the debris. It has a clip that when you wrap it, you can clip the 2 ends together. Included in your package were the 4 underslung fixtures. These are used to reduce the cutting diameter of the cutter. There are only 4. That's as many as you want to use for a reduced diameter cut. In your package, you have the Easy Slope device. It's a 3-part system. The use of it is explained later in the training. There's also 4 markers. You'll want to make sure that you keep one of these as a sample. You'll have to buy more, and we'll give you sources of where to buy those, but you need that specific marker to work with the Easy Slope device. The balance of the items that were in your box are our starter package that we give you, the materials and a few small tools. I'll point out each item. This is the bentonite strip. This is the 30-inch liner. There's also a piece of the 27-inch liner. There's a couple pieces of the epoxy-coated reinforcing, along with the ties that we use to wrap around those and secure those together. There's also the tie tool, the installation tool for the ties. There's the measuring calipers for the frame. There's a bag of black dye. And then there's the Mr. Manhole sealants, 2 tubes of that, and the sealant for the interface between the asphalt and the new repair. Those are the items of material and tools that you'll use to do the rebuild. That'll be explained in a later chapter.